What's up, everybody? My name is Jim and we're going to work early today to get some grading done, to load some kilns, and to show you a tour of the studio. Now today is actually an institute day, which means there are no students and we have meetings with other teachers or schools in the area or the administration to talk about updates for curriculum, things in the community, or we have guest speakers that are experts in education. Kind of a cool day. Gosh, nobody's here yet. It's so early. You know when you go to somebody's house and they say, "Oh, excuse the mess," and you say, "Oh, it's fine." I need you to be that person right now. This room's pretty clean for a ceramic studio, but work in progress. I forgot my camera bag at home, and I have low battery. And I also locked myself out of my room, going back to my car to look for the bag. So it's not my day. Hopefully things will look up in the next few minutes. And our glazing area. All these orange buckets I mixed myself. Got the recipes right there. Have our kick wheel. We're also working on paper templates right now for some slab vessels. I always like to have the kick wheel here just to show kids that things used to be a lot harder than they are now, right? To appreciate modern technology. There's some more glazes, some old ones there. Our sinks. We don't have any traps, so I have these big buckets that catch all the clay, and then the overflow of water usually doesn't have too much in there to clog up the sinks. Any suggestions for a better system, please let me know. Clay area, wedging table, plastic bats, 5 wheels over here. Have our slab roller, banding wheels. Gosh, it's so awesome having this for any kind of work you do. Then we have storage for kids, cabinets, other shelves. Got my screen there for projecting images. And that's about the whole room, at least this part of the room. We have 6 tables. My desk. Good old Bob Ross, can't forget him, right? And then we have, 7 more wheels? And if you know this wheel, Shimpo makes it. We have one, just one. They call it the Whisper, because it sounds like this. Hold on. Ready? Isn't that amazing? Imagine a room of 15. My head almost explodes. But the reason this is so quiet is because most of these wheels, all the Brent wheels you can see, we have all Brent pottery wheels. They all have a motor back here, and then there's a belt that goes around some kind of shaft for the wheel head. But the Shimpo VL Whisper has a motor right underneath. It's a direct drive. No belt means no. It saves a teacher's ears, I tell you. Anyways, we're very fortunate though. We have 1, 2, 3. I always forget. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 13 pottery wheels, which for a high school is amazing. And there's the view out of the studio. There's a courtyard right back there. Do you see it? Oh yeah. It's nice. I actually walked through the courtyard to get to photo, which is right across that next door back there. I do photo and ceramics here. We're very fortunate to have all that we have. Let's hop into the kiln room. Wow, it's so full in this room. So over here, we have our pug mill and kind of our plaster bats for drying out reclaimed clay or from the wheel. This is a Peter Pugger 100, in case you're looking to get a pug mill. I always wrap this in plastic because if the kids have like clay all over their hands from on the wheel, these buttons can get stuck, and so I wrap this in plastic, tape it around the bottom, keeps the buttons from getting all sticky and messy. I've changed these clays 3 times, from a red clay to like a stoneware, to a different stoneware, and then finally to like this really white porcelainous stoneware. So I've cleaned this out a lot. If you're ever looking to change out clays in your own pug mill, I made a video about how I did it on my channel. I'll put the card up here. And here, a big bucket of dry clay for recycling. And then we have big cart. This is where all the work goes, where my kids get their work fired. We have stamps in the works. We have relief carving. We got some bowls over there. What else do we have? Let's see. What else do we have? Organized by height makes my life a little bit easier. You hear that? This one has, I don't know, like 3 large vases and a bunch of relief carving tiles. Top pulls out because it's candling to get all the moisture out. This big shelf for all the fired work. Tons of stuff. So that's the kiln room. And there's one more place in this room I'm really excited about. Kind of our glaze lab area. We mix glazes in this room. We do all kinds of other things that involve dust and unhealthy things. There's my desk right there. So this is our glaze lab. In this room, got a couple of cool things. We have a nice stainless steel countertop, and below it, all of these most common raw materials, kind of like your Custer feldspar, your EPK kaolin, your Gersley borate, your calcium carbonate, more of the common things that go into glazes. But on this shelf here, ooh, my favorite one, all the colors that kind of add color. Also some texturizers. For example, copper carbonate, typically used for greens and glazes, yellow iron oxide, red iron oxide, things like black nickel oxide, cobalt carbonate for your blues. It looks purple, but that's what's responsible for a lot of the blues and a lot of glazes. Below are some other materials just for, they all have functions in glazes. I don't want to explain all of them. Bentonite really is just for, it's called a plasticizer, meaning it kind of helps your clay body retain water, or it helps suspend glaze, helps make the clay more plastic and more moldable. This turns on part of the hood, and this turns on the other part. Check it out. Could you see that? This shelf here, kind of the more rare ones that we use sometimes. For example, silicon carbide is responsible for, at least for one glaze we've made so far, giving it kind of a volcanic rock look. Really adds some insane texture to glaze. Strontium carbonate, which actually gives glazes a turquoise kind of look. Titanium dioxide super packs. Then here, kind of your medium common ones that I have for us. A lot of your Fritz, 3124, 3134, 3110, elastonite, China clay. This thing will kill you in the right quantities. And then storage for underglazes. What do I have left here? Decent amount. I'm gonna order some soon. And then just overflow storage for tools, things like that. All right. I almost forgot, across the hall is the storage room for all the clay. Here's the storage room that we use for all the clay, tools, materials, overflow for a lot of things. Look how much clay there is there. I don't even know how much, actually. 1, 2, 3. 9 by 7-ish, so like 63, 70 boxes of clay. It's a lot of clay. I got some raw materials here. These are actually pretty cool. They're called saggers. You would typically put these inside of larger kilns and you'd pack them full of sawdust and the work, and then like the sawdust would fire and pull all of the oxygen out of the atmosphere and give you kind of gradations of black or brown. I don't even know why we have these. Maybe we had a gas kiln back in the day, or honestly I've never used one in an electric kiln before, but maybe I suppose you probably could. I'm not sure. If you know the answer to that question, let me know. Not much else in here, just all this clay. It's quite a bit. So this is the storage area. You know, it took me like 10 tries to get a photo of that on top of the raw materials. Every time I had to go until I got it. My legs hurt. It's really dusty in here too. Time to go. Oh, one more thing. I've been working on this, maybe a cool background for some videos in the future. Just posters and things put up here. They're laminated. This whole cabinet just looks, it's very tired. It's very tired. So I figured if I can just post it full of images and some demo sheets, it might look pretty cool. Let's try it.
We
did it. The battery didn't die. Fantastic. Anyways, thanks for watching. You guys are awesome. It's so good to see you all. If you found this video enjoyable, if you like seeing where I work, hit that like button. If you have a suggestion to make this room better, more efficient, more organized, or just more colorful and inspiring, let me know what you think down below in the comments. Subscribe if you haven't already, because I have videos each week on pottery, ceramics, plaster, things like this, and I will see you in the next video.